If you were to make Little Nightmares and Limbo do the fusion dance, the results would be Dimfrost Studios' Bramble the Mountain King. This is the best way to describe this game after I got the chance to play around 30 minutes of it, courtesy of publisher Merge Games. Set in the Nordic folklore-inspired dark fantasy land of Bramble, Bramble the Mountain King follows the story of Ole and Lillemor, two siblings thrust into an unlikely adventure once Lillemor suddenly vanishes. The premise is very simple so far, but the way that it's presented already has me heavily invested. Rather than the characters speaking to one another, a narrator details each interaction as if they are reading you a storybook. When you supplement this with fantastic sound and music along with some stunning visuals, a highly immersive experience is what you're going to get. Walking through a dark sea of green grass with nothing but moonlight to guide me was just entrancing. When the silence of the night was broken by the distant sound of singing that only became louder the more I moved forward, I could only become more and more immersed. It genuinely only took this game like 5 whole minutes to sink its hooks in me and leave me wanting more. You know what? Hold on. I just want you to see this real quick. You'll understand exactly what I mean. The game's camera is in a mostly fixed position and it only makes the experience that much better, to be honest. Every bit of scenery is on full display, and it is just gorgeous. I'm a huge fan of Bramble's art direction. It reminds me of those old pop-up storybooks that you'd get as a kid. Every color is vivid and clear, and every character is highly detailed and crafted with this charming style that reminds me of an animated Disney film. I didn't really get to play enough of the game to say much about Bramble's gameplay and mechanics though. What gameplay I did get to experience was very responsive, fluid, and I had no problems with it. I was very surprised to see that Bramble isn't going to be a typical slow-paced environment-focused walking sim / platformer. What it really relies on are intense set pieces and actual boss fights. Of course, this game doesn't turn into a hack and slash or anything like that, but the boss fight that I did get to play through was still a ton of fun and kept my attention. I don't want to go too far into detail because it can ruin the experience, but the boss fight was a sort of puzzle that I had to solve while also trying to avoid dying a very violent death. And if this demo I played for the PC version is anything to go by, Bramble will also be a well-optimized video game. It ran like butter with max graphics settings on my RTX 2060. With a current release date of April 27th of this year, Bramble the Mountain King is looking like it could end up being the next big indie game that wins a boatload of awards. I'm legitimately very excited for whenever this game releases, because at this current moment it's going to be a day one buy for me. I'd like to thank you all for watching this preview for Bramble the Mountain King. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, feel free to like and subscribe. I will see you all again next time. Take care.